So, talk to me then about the last few days. How's it been? How are you feeling?
Very good. A very proud moment for all of us at the club, because 4 in a row had never been done before, and a big record for all of us, and we're so happy.
Psychologically, what does it take, Bernardo, to get from the high of doing that, the achievement and everything else that goes around that, which is just such a monumental task, to refocusing again and getting yourself set and being prepared in the right way for a game like Saturday?
It's not difficult, to be honest, because it's a massive game. It's against one of our biggest rivals, a derby. We know how important it is for the club, for the fans especially. So we want to win. We want to win again, and we're going to be prepared. We have a few days to see the way Man United is playing, to prepare, to work on what we're going to do, and try to do our best to win another final.
I always find these kind of games really interesting because I wonder, and we have our own opinion, we've not played in one, you have, about does it feel different? The build up to these games, you have people like us coming over and chatting to you, and there's a bigger, I guess, interest in it. But does it feel like a different game when you're there and you're part of it?
Yeah, final is always a different game. It's always a special game. Of course, with experience and with the amount of important games that we play, it gets a bit easier in terms of dealing with pressure and this kind of stuff. But it's always a final. It's always special, and it's always a big moment for all of us.
Do you like that? Do you like the pressure that comes with it?
Well, we've been dealing quite well with the pressure in the past, so I think it makes us more alert, and we play better. We feel like we cannot give an inch to our rivals, and everyone is so focused. So it's been working quite well for us in the past year.
It has, and particularly in the FA Cup. Take me back right to the Watford game, if you will. And I'm trying to get
the Watford game. That was 5 or 6 years ago, wasn't it? So that was the last game of the season where we won 4 trophies: Community Shield, Carabao Cup, and Premier League. So that was the 4th trophy of the season, and it was a great day for all of us. I remember. The atmosphere was unbelievable. The team achieved the quadruple that season, and it was one of the best seasons ever for this club.
I'm really interested as well in the manager's approach to games like that. Do you remember, and I wonder if it's changed in any way, what he demands of you in terms of mindset going into games specifically like that, like the FA Cup final? What does he say to you? What does he do?
Well, I think the most important thing in these games is prepare us mentally for any scenario. So, in that game, we solved the match quite quickly. So it wasn't needed that much effort in terms of mental strength. But if you look at some other games, you never know what's going to happen in a final. They might score first, you might score and they might equalize, or you might be down 2-0, for example, like we were against Aston Villa in the last game of the season in the Premier League. So this kind of dealing with those situations, and always believe and always be strong and always think that we can still go after them even if things don't go well, and dealing with about moments especially, that's the most important thing in these games.
Is that what makes it easier? Because you've got the scenarios prepared? If you feel more prepared mentally in terms of what could happen, you feel more in control? Is that fair?
Yeah, it is in a way, and because we've been together for so long, it also helps the experiences that we had in the past. We know how the team has to react when things don't go well, and that helps, knowing that I know how my teammates are going to react because I've been playing with them for so long. What my manager wants from me, so that everything together, it helps.
Is that part of what Pep does? And we've spoken so many times, and it's been discussed so many times about the culture that he creates. Is part of that, and I guess one of the biggest parts of that, trust within each other, within teammates, but also him trusting you to deliver?
Well, yeah, we've been together. Pep has been here for 8 years almost. Me personally 7, so it's a long time together. And and he knows how competitive we all are. We know how demanding he is, and we know what to expect from each other. So that trust that you were talking about between the players and the staff, I think it works very well, and the way that he trusts us to make some decisions on the field, and that we know we follow his game plan always and believe until the end on what he tells us to do. That's very important for things to work out.
So this time out, it's quite similar to last time in terms of facing, your rivals again. Does it feel as though they're a different opponent this time?
Every game is different, and every season is different. We lost some players, we changed some players. They also did. They're in a different part of this in terms of morale and in terms of confidence, and we as well. So it's always difficult. We don't know what to expect from them. They don't know what to expect from us. A final is a final. It's our biggest rivals. They know that they didn't have their best season, so they must feel like they can, in a way, compensate a bit if they beat us in a final. So they're going to be very motivated. So we expect a very tough game.
And the possibility of a double against them. I mean, I know we spoke about your celebrations. They're not quite there yet, but what would that mean as a personal achievement?
Again, another extra motivation to go after, and to try and go after a new record. And we're very motivated and looking forward to that game, because we really want to get this double for the club and for the fans.
When you've achieved all the things that you've achieved, right, with Manchester City, at what point do you think, right, what else is there to do, and how do you keep that motivation going?
Well, it's in the moment. I think that when I arrived here 7 years ago, my dream was to win the Premier League, one Premier League. I never thought that I would, after 7 years, had won 6 in 7 years. And but then you win one, and you want the second one, and then you want the third one, and you always set new records. And maybe now this team, what we're trying to create here is a legacy, is something that would be remembered for a very, very long time. And now we're in a point where we can be remembered as one of the best, if not the best team in English football. And if we can go and grab that, we'll definitely will go after that. So it's not over for us, and we want more.
I know you signed an extra year here as well. I think it's 2026. Does that make you think, right, I want to be here longer, because I want to have is there a certain number in mind that you think, right, I want to do 9, I don't want to do 8?
No, I have 6 now Premier Leagues, and what I look forward to is to always win another one. I'm not looking much forward to trying and get 8, 9 or 10 or whatever, because that doesn't work that way. It's so tough to win this competition, and right now I'm very focused in winning another FA Cup.